back to my channel. My name is Sophie Boss, and for those of you if it's your first time, do not be afraid to hit the subscribe button and you're welcome. And if this is not your first time, welcome back and thank you for sticking to my channel. So today I had someone who asked me a very a very nice person asked me a question actually, and I'm just here to answer it and or put it out there for you guys to see what you guys think, okay, based on opinions. All right, so the question goes like this: in a relationship, would you forgive betrayal of any kind? Now I feel like that's a little bit of a hard one, based on the fact that it might mean a lot of things. But let's just say let's give it an instance of betrayal in the sense that the person cheated on you. Maybe you guys have been in a relationship and he slept with someone else, or he was with someone else and he got caught, right? Would you forgive something like that? Now, honestly speaking, I feel like it all boils down to personal perspective, right? Now, for me personally, I would say it depends how long you guys have been together for, right? And if it's something you can get over, all right? Now for me, I would say I personally, it depends on the situation. It's a hard one, honestly, guys. It's a hard one. It depends on what you guys what you guys think. But I know for me, right, it just depends on how long you guys have been together for. If you guys have been, let me say, together for 5-6 years and the relationship has been strong all through, right, you would decide to forgive the person, right? But it also depends, right? Like, there are some people who are very jealous people in a relationship, right? Even if they decide to forgive you, that thought of it keeps on tormenting them. It will keep on tormenting them for a while. That will bring would I put it, a distance in your relationship. Now think about it like this: a mug, a teacup mug, right? When it breaks, it shatters, right? Now, if maybe it's your favorite mug, if you decide to put it all together, which is possible if you've got patience, you put it together, it will never ever still be the same, right? It will never be the same. There would always still be like a few pieces missing that are really tiny you can't find, or arguably even if you find it, it's still not going to be perfect. Even if you pour water or tea into that cup, there will be a place it will leak. Okay, that's how I like to describe trust in a relationship. So the person betraying you has broken that trust. Now you might say, okay, it takes a lot of time for you to then go back, take a step back and try to build that trust back again. Now, there are two things. If you decide that you want this to work because, oh, this person has been through this with you, good and bad, whatever, maybe you want to give them the benefit of the doubt that it was a mistake or it was something that just happened and it will never happen again, I would say you need to start afresh. You need to start all over from the beginning again as the hi, my name is whatever, and start from there. You cannot pick up where you left off, because picking up where you left off is like, okay, this had happened and we're continuing again. You probably don't even know where the good times were, where you're going to pick up from, because if you pick up from the bad, it will keep on going. And I know there are some people whereby if you have an argument with the person, they start to relate, oh no, you've already cheated on me before, so why not? You're doing something else now. I'm not even surprised. That person hasn't really forgiven you. And then you start to think about it. Is that the relationship you actually want? You know, because no matter how we all want to say it's easy to forgive and let go, It's a long process. Okay, there are some people who have forgiven, let go, and they just kept on going. Is what they decided to do, and they decided to work on that relationship. Okay, now also we need to remember that relationships, like if you're just dating the person, is different from if you guys are married. Okay, if you're married and the person had done something and the person is begging for your forgiveness, you work on that, because maybe kids are now involved or whatever it is. Now this is just me putting out my ideas or my opinions right there. We People might disagree, but that's just what I believe. Okay, and it might mean so much to someone that would say, oh no, you know what, I don't want this anymore, let's keep on moving, never again. But you need to, so many things might be involved. If you've got kids, now it's not just about you and the person, it's about your kids. So there are different situations. I was trying to answer the questions, but it wasn't really specific, because they said betrayal of any kind between you and a spouse. If you guys are just in a relationship, depending on how long you guys have been together for, is one thing. If you guys are married, it's another thing. If you're married with kids, it's another thing. Okay, so it boils down to what the situation is, what scenario you're at. Because if you're dating someone, let's put it this way: if you're dating someone for a year and the person cheated on you, man, it's not hard. The person walks out, you walk out, everyone walks out. It's easier than if it was 7 years together, 5 to 7 years together. For me, I'll put it as minimum 5 years. Every other thing, like no. If it's a 3 year, I understand people go, wow, no. If it's 3 years, man, please. Like, it depends. Again, it depends, because it's quality over quantity, right? That's the argument. But I feel like there are some times where you feel it's okay to break away. But there are some times when you just look at this and you're seeing the person you're with. But first of all, why is the person cheating in the first place? Everybody has that motion or notion that it's okay, it happens, we're all human beings. Yeah, good and fine. But if you decide that you're going to be with someone and you guys have spent that long together, maybe you want to argue that there's something that you're seeing outside that you don't see inside the house. But if you decided that you want to be with that person, make it work. Tell the person what you like. Obviously, it's not going to change within a switch of click of a flick of a switch. Excuse me. But the person changing or the person working on it, as long as you're seeing it, it will work. As long as you can see the person is trying to change, you don't have any reason to just bounce out there. People have their different opinions anyway, but that's what I believe. And it helps you as a person, keeping your mental health in check, because people have the examples of, you know what, this is what I thought I found or what I'm looking for. Maybe the person is not freaky enough. The person is not freaky enough in bed or something like that. It's something that's always open to a compromise. You know what I mean? So it's not like, oh, I can't find this, I'm going out there. Have you spoken to your partner? Have you guys talked about it? Are you seeing the person trying to change? Because again, when if the person is trying to change or trying to compromise with you, it's not going to happen with like that. No, it's going to take time. So you need to give that person time. It's not an excuse. So again, find out what it is. A betrayal is a betrayal, no matter how small, no matter how big, it doesn't really matter. But you've been betrayed. That trust has been broken. But there are some times where you need to put it in perspective, of, is it worth it? Is it not worth it? So weigh your pros and your cons. I love to do that a lot. Weigh the pros, the cons. If the cons outweigh the pros, then that's your answer. If the pros outweigh the cons, that's your answer. So again, no one can tell you break up with a person and move on. No, it all falls down on you. And one last thing, you cannot, I can't stress this enough, you cannot let people dictate what would happen in your relationship. Okay, because once there are some people who will tell you, well, if he cheats on me, if it's my partner that cheats on me, I will walk. And then they give you that advice, and then you walk, and then you realize it was a mistake, or you realize that you should, whatever it is, it just needs to be your opinion. That's why I said again, it's based on people's opinion, and hopefully, in next video, probably to explain it better, I'll get people, again, like how I did the last time, thank you, and get some people over, or someone over, that would actually explain or give me their own point of view or their own perspective on this. So things like that, is good to have other people obviously listening to this, but my own perspective is what I just gave, but we'll try to hear from someone else, because obviously it's not as easy as ABC. It's a very complicated issue, because again, it involves the heart, and it involves your time, your commitment, the person. Okay, so that's what I've got to say anyway. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Hopefully, thank you guys for watching, and next week we'll elaborate on this even more and get some perspectives going and some brain juices flowing here. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a blessed weekend, and I'll see you guys next week. Do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week in my next coming video. Okay guys, have a blessed one. Bye.